इलेक्शन 5 तारीख को है, तो उससे पहले जो 2 दिन होते हैं तो उसमें ये आम आदमी पैसा जो बांटती है।
ऐसे तो बीजेपी के नेता बांट रहे हैं और रेड पंजाब के मुख्यमंत्री भी हो रही है। ये कहां का राज है?
Just 6 days ahead of assembly elections, there's heightened drama in the Delhi Dangal, with now a Punjab twist. A large amount of cash and liquor have been seized from a car with a Punjab government sticker in pole-bound Delhi, with the police saying that our pamphlets were also found in the car. Delhi police has registered a case and is examining CCTV footage as part of the probe. However, sources tell Times Now that initial investigation suggests that the car's number plate was fake and has also been claimed by the Punjab government. In a separate drama, Election Commission's team, along with Delhi police personnel, reached Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann's Delhi residence Kapurthala house. As per a statement released by Delhi's Chief Electoral Officer, the action was in response to a complaint regarding cash distribution at Kapurthala house, which was received on the Seizure app. This has been developed by the Election Commission to enable common citizens to report MCC violations. Now, while the BJP claims that cash is being transported from Punjab to influence polls in Delhi, Kejriwal equated the action to the targeting of AAP leaders before elections and asked why no action has been taken against BJP's Pravesh Verma, who was openly seen distributing cash and other items.
पंजाब से और जो सब MLAs हैं, जहाँ बीजेपी के खिलाफ यहाँ MLA जो पंजाब से हर रोज आ रहे हैं, जिनसे भी ये पैसे ले सकते थे, तो इन्होंने सबने वहां से पैसे उठाए हैं, क्योंकि केजरीवाल और दिल्ली आम आदमी पार्टी ने पंजाब को हमेशा ही ATM समझा है। गाड़ी भी पकड़ी गई सुबह जब पंजाब सरकार लिखा था इलेक्शन 5 तारीख को है, तो उससे पहले जो 2 दिन होते हैं तो उसमें ये आम आदमी पैसा जो बांटती है,
वो शरेआम पैसे बांट रहा है। प्रवेश वर्मा क्या नाम है उसका? हाँ, तो वो दिखता ही नहीं है, नजर ही नहीं आता इनको। वो ट्वीट करके पैसे बांटता है कि आज मैं यहाँ पे पैसे बांटूंगा, तो उसका तो ध्यान नहीं है। भगवंत मान के घर पे रेड कर लो, केजरीवाल के घर पे रेड कर लो, सौरभ भारद्वाज को पकड़ लो।
अभी आपने बताया कि पंजाब के मुख्यमंत्री दिल्ली में जहां रहते हैं, कपूरथला हाउस में उनका निवास है पंजाब के मुख्यमंत्री का, उनके ऊपर शायद रेड की जा रही है। मेरे को समझ नहीं आता कि पैसे तो बीजेपी के नेता बांट रहे हैं और रेड पंजाब के मुख्यमंत्री भी हो रही है। ये कहां का राज है?
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Let's take this across to our guest now. Joining us is Sanju Verma, national spokesperson of the BJP. Dr. Vikram Singh, former DGP of Uttar Pradesh, is with us. Tehseen Poonawala, political analyst, joining us. But my first question is to Akshay Marathe, national spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party. Akshay Marathe, it is the Election Commission's app, the Seizure, as you would very well know, where common citizens can complain if they feel there is some MCC violation. The Election Commission says that we were just following protocol, and as per protocol, we wanted to enter the Chief Minister's residence, and that's what they really wanted. Why were they stopped is the question that they were asking for over 2 hours. Your response?
Madhav, I think everyone in India who has been watching elections for the last few years is in utter shock as to just how much the Election Commission has been compromised in India and how it is working purely at the behest of the Bharatiya Janata Party. For the last 1 month, all news channels working in Delhi with your cameras have been going around in Delhi and interviewing people who are admitting on live television that yes, Pravesh Verma ji gave us 1100 rupees, Pravesh Verma ji gave us blankets, he gave us shoes, and all kinds of artifacts are being distributed across Delhi by Bharatiya Janata Party. And on live television, these footages have been captured. But when the Election Commission was notified that this is going on...
May I ask you a question, Akshay? May I ask you a question? When was the Delhi schedule announced? A simple question. Let's get down to the basics. When was the Delhi schedule announced?
Madhav, if you are making an argument that before the announcement of the election, you are allowed to distribute cash, then I'm
Sir, the
sorry.
model code of
That
conduct
is-
comes into
that
effect
is-
when? When the schedule announcement happens. You tell me the
Are you-
provision of
are you
law under which the
suggesting-
Election Commission can take action.
Are you suggesting therefore that BJP can distribute black money across the country one day before the
You
model
tell me
code
the
of
legal
conduct is
provision,
announced?
sir. You tell
And
me
that
the
is
legal
a-
provision
and that
under
is
which
a-
action can be taken. It's not about BJP or EC. I'm
I'm
simply
just
saying,
saying
since
that-
you're accusing the Election Commission, tell us the legal provision under which action can be taken before the poll schedule announcement. I'm leaving it to you. Answer that.
I'm glad that you are at least telling the viewers that yes, BJP was distributing cash before the model code of conduct was announced, because that shows the intent, the integrity.
I'm saying
and
nothing of the sort.
dishonesty
I'm saying nothing of the sort.
No.
I'm saying even if
Okay,
they
then
are,
which of
tell me the legal
either-
provision, Akshay. That's a simple question I'm asking you. I think you're being a little unfair here. You're not
either
answering
you
the question.
think- No,
Is there a legal provision?
Cash was distributed before model code of conduct or after? You are saying it was distributed before model code
If
of
there
conduct.
is, because
I'm
a
telling
complaint
you
made by
that if the
Sanjay Singh,
BJP
from what I can read from news reports, is on 27th of December. That's the complaint made by Sanjay Singh. The poll schedule announcement is on the 8th of December. Before I go across to the BJP spokesperson, let me bring in Dr.
No,
Vikram
let
Singh.
me-
He's a
let me
former
finish.
DGP.
Let
One
me
second.
finish.
Let's
No,
have
let
a
me
reasonable
finish.
debate. Everyone will get
No,
time.
no, you
Doctor,
allow
one
me-
second.
allow
Just
me
one
to
second,
finish.
please.
Give me 30
Dr. Vikram
seconds.
Singh.
Give me 30 seconds.
Sir, you have taken.
we
Okay,
made this-
take 30 seconds.
when
Take
we-
30 seconds.
When we made this complaint after the model code of conduct, the election commission said we have conducted a whole investigation. Not a single witness has come forward. I want to ask a simple question. If Punjab government CM house can be raided, then why can't Pravesh Verma, who's not
Okay.
even an MP but still occupies
Let's
an
get into the law.
official
Let's get into the
Why
law
can't
one by
his
one. I'm coming to you,
house
Sanju
be
Verma. I
raided?
just want to bring in Dr. Vikram Singh, because as a former DGP of Uttar Pradesh, you would know a thing or two about the law and the provisions of the IPC, the BNS, etc., as well as the election law. Dr. Vikram Singh, now this said incident of Pravesh Verma, to the best of my knowledge, and if there are other instances, other party spokespersons can come in, happens in the end of December. The poll schedule announcement happens around 8th of January. What can be done in such a situation? Are there any provisions of law that can be invoked? To the best of my knowledge, at least I'm not aware of any. Please enlighten us.
There are multiple laws that can be applied. The Representation of People's Act, as also the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, and the manner in which the police and the Election Commission can take up the matter. It is an open secret. It's not rocket science. It is just not rocket science. And leveling counter allegation and making generalization will not serve the purpose. If you feel that the Election Commission, the Delhi police have wronged, go to the Election Commission. But you very rightly mentioned that the Election Commission has now been compromised. Do you mean to say that even the judiciary has been compromised? If that be the case, that everybody in every institution has been compromised, nothing could be farther from truth or more absurd. I have yet to come across anything as bizarre as that, when everything has been compromised. Then why contest elections at all? The fact of the matter is that we have a vibrant democracy, we have a transparent system of investigation. And make no mistake, whether it's Pravesh Verma or the Chief Minister, nobody's a holy cow. When there are allegations, there will be investigations. And if the investigations find substance of truth, they'll be charge sheeted, and they might even lose their opportunity. If they're convicted for more given length of time, then they might even lose the power to contest future elections. And if there is a malicious action, malicious investigation or search, you can take action against the raiding party, whether the EC or the Delhi police.
Okay.
But exercise your authority in the rule of law rather than leveling such allegations and wild allegations, I would say.
All right, all right. Let me bring in now Akshay Marathe, your response to that. These are wild allegations, and the fact is that this is a complaint filed by Minister Ravneet Singh Bittu through the CVGIL app. He said as much. Should the process not be followed then?
Again, I'm asking the same question. When we make a complaint to the Election Commission, the Election Commission said, oh, we did not find any witnesses. When every news channel working in Delhi will show you 10 people who they have interviewed, who have received cash, received shoes, received blankets from the BJP, and the Election Commission is sitting tight with his eyes shut saying, no, we don't see any wrongdoing that the BJP is doing. And now you're turning it against the Aam Aadmi Party. You investigate us. Aam Aadmi Party has been the most investigated party in the history of India.
Okay.
We are not afraid of any investigations. You will not find anything against us. But the BJP
Okay. Vikram Singh wants to rebut you, and then coming to both of you, Tehseen and Sanjeev. One by one, please. Yeah, one by one. You made your point. You made this point earlier. Yeah, Dr. Vikram Singh.
These are important observations that you have made, sir, and I would advise you to compile all of them and give it to the nearest police station, the Election Commission, as also to the Director CBI. I'm sure if there is any element of truth, cognizance will be taken.
Okay, Sanju Verma now. It's only our complaints that are being ignored. Only the BJP's complaints are being acted upon. Please respond to the AAP spokesperson.
You know, Madhav, shoot and scoot has been the DNA of Arvind Kejriwal right since 2013 when he decided to become an active politician. On odd days, Arvind Kejriwal says, I'm a Darwinian atheist. On even days, he says, मैं तो जी हनुमान भक्त हूं. On odd days, he says, मैं तो 2 bedroom hall kitchen से बड़ा बंगला नहीं लूंगा. No सरकारी बंगला, no सरकारी गाड़ी. On even days, he says, मेरे लिए तो 85 करोड़, 85 crore का शीश महल भी कम पड़ जाता है. On odd days, this man says, हमें तो जी संविधान पर विश्वास है, हमें तो जी जुडिशरी पर विश्वास है. On even days, this is the same Aam Aadmi Party which cast aspersions at the bona fides of the current Chief Justice of India, Sanjeev Khanna, when a year back he said that tentatively a money trail of rupees 338 crore has been established with respect to the Delhi liquor scam. This is the same Arvind Kejriwal who says, I respect the opposition. And on even days, he has to go and stand in front of Nitin Gadkari and says, Mujhe maaf kar dijiye, I actually cast reckless allegations at you. He had to even apologize to the late Arun Jaitley for casting aspersions at the integrity of the late Arun Jaitley. So Kejriwal के जो मखौटा है ना इनका मखौटा, इनका mask has fallen off, and people of Delhi can see Kejriwal for the charlatan that he is. They can see through his facade. I will just say one thing. The Election Commission under Article 324, 325, right up till 328 of the Constitution is a constitutional body. And when Arvind Kejriwal, who's out on bail, not declared innocent, by the way, out on bail only on technical and procedural grounds, not out on bail on the merits of the case, casts aspersions at the bona fides of the Election Commission, it is Kejriwal who needs to do the explaining. Election Commission is not going to do the explaining.
And in fact, explain he does have to. By 11 o'clock tomorrow, he has to respond to the Commission's letter that has come out today, which has asked him to give specifics on another matter. But Akshay Marathe, the point being made by, Sanju Verma is that Mr. Kejriwal has had to apologize, at least in the Arun Jaitley case. Several other statements that she's pointed out, which she says Mr. Kejriwal has been either economical or a little too liberal with the truth, and many statements which are, countering each other. And therefore, she says this statement also has to be taken with a pinch of salt.
Madhav, Sanju Verma ji is the kind of student who in a physics exam writes chemistry answers, and you are bound to fail when you behave like that. I asked a simple question. When we complained against Pravesh Verma distributing cash, why did the election commission
let's not keep it personal. My request to all of you, let's not start, you can attack each other's leaders, but let's not get personal on the panel, please, because then the debate just degenerates. My request to all of you, please. Akshay.
I want to ask a simple question. If the Delhi police is so critical about solving crime in Delhi, when Pravesh Verma is openly distributing cash, why did the Bharatiya Janata Party, why did the Delhi police, why did the Election Commission not take a single step? Across Delhi, you can go today and you will find that the BJP is distributing cash.
You're repeating, now this is the third time you're repeating that argument. But let me bring in Tehseen. Just one second. Let me bring in Tehseen. Tehseen, at this point of time, even Mr. Rahul Gandhi has started attacking Arvind Kejriwal. People didn't think 6-8 months ago that's possible because you were together in an alliance. Now that you're not in alliance, you're attacking him on corruption, you're attacking him on air pollution, on water pollution, on Sheesh Mahal, what have you. What really has happened, and where is the Congress party going to take this issue forward?
No, I think that as so far as the alliance in Delhi is concerned, what you've seen on your screen today between the two political parties is exactly the misfortune of the governance of the great people of Delhi, of suffering. Neither the union government nor the state government has done anything for the state. And as you rightly raised the issues of pollution, water pollution, air pollution, I would add there's a cancer pandemic right now, a heart attack pandemic. There is no infrastructure. We've seen the reckless allegations made by the former chief minister of poisoning in Yamuna. He's not been able to substantiate that. I think the people of Delhi cannot answer, are not getting answers to what is the development model. They don't have the Sheila Dikshit Congress development model. That's the first thing. Having said that, there are two pertinent points I want to make because the topic is the money issue. Yes, I understand that the allegations against Pravesh Verma ji were made prior to the code of conduct, and that's fair. But is it the point that the Delhi police can't investigate it or other investigating agencies? Now, let me come to the BJP and show you how this is now a pattern. I saw this during Chhattisgarh elections, and I was with you on the show, where suddenly there was a car below where Congress leaders were with a fake number plate with money linked to an app that was being investigated, and they said this is the Congress's money. And you remember, Madhav, several debates on that show, and nothing happened.
Are you saying yesterday's car is also fake?
The numbers come out. I'm asking you. I think the BJP, I think the Aam Aadmi Party is a terrible party for governance. But are you seriously telling me? The Chief Minister of Punjab is getting a car with alcohol and money and parking it for police to come and see it, particularly police that is hostile to Arvind Kejriwal. They've had a fallout with the Punjab police, and then is distributing money from his official house. I mean, just as the poisoning claim was far-fetched.
If AAP didn't do it, the government didn't do it,
Obviously,
BJP did it, Congress did it, who did it?
Obviously, this is a Noora Kushti and a match fixing between these two political parties so that the people of Delhi don't get answers to where the hospitals are, what is happening to pollution. If pollution is in air pollution in Delhi, which is the Arvind Kejriwal's fault, the air pollution in North India is also Prime Minister Modi's fault.
Noora Kushti hai BJP or aapki. Sanju Verma, please respond. This is match fixing between BJP and
of the highest order.
The car story is not believable at all. Please respond to Tehseen.
Okay. You know, Tehseen, I can see you're in the studio. I did not heckle you. Please extend the courtesy.
I won't do that. I will give you the courtesy.
Thank you, of making me, giving me the time to rebut. First and foremost, let me say this for the benefit of your audience. This entire brouhaha and halabaloo that the Sheila Dikshit model was a phenomenal one is a whole lot of balderdash. Because don't forget that the Commonwealth Games of 2010, even today, stand out for the corruption that was rampant then. And remember that 3 close aides and confidants of Sheila Dikshit were arrested. You know, one of them was Suresh Kalmadi, one of them was Lalit Bhanot, and another was Rajkumar Chauhan. And the Commonwealth Games, which was supposed to cost the treasury only 296 crore, finally Sheila Dikshit ended up spending more than 28,953 crores. You know, more than 10 times the amount that was originally envisioned. So this entire halabaloo about Sheila Dikshit's model being an excellent one is absolutely a whole lot of hogwash. That is my point number 1, before Tehseen starts patting himself on the back. Point number 2, let's not lose track of the key issue at hand. Arvind Kejriwal has the audacity, the gall to say that there's water terrorism, water genocide. He makes reckless allegations at the Haryana government, and this from a man who on the eve of Haryana election said, "Arey main to ji Haryana ka son of the soil hu." So much for being a son of the soil and undermining the credibility of the very state to which you owe your origins to. But Madhav, my simple point is this, that if Arvind Kejriwal indeed has proof of how the Yamuna was poisoned, he should go to the Election Commission or the Delhi police simply saying that the ammonia concentration has risen from 2.5 or 3 ppm to 7.5 ppm is not proof of poisoning, because Shilpa Shinde, the CEO of Delhi Jal Board, has said that between October and February, due to reduced water flow, the ppm levels always increase, but that is no corroboration of the fact that there has been any kind of poisoning.
I think that's a fair question, but you know, Sanju Verma, many points you've made, but one point that you've made, I don't think even the most uncharitable of people towards the Congress party will ever call Suresh Kalmadi an aide of Sheila Dikshit. I think things were quite different at that point of time, having covered CWG and the subsequent scam. But Akshay Marathe, the point being made over here is this. At the end of the day, you've made an allegation of the Yamuna being polluted. You put all the blame on the Haryana government. But the fact is that when the Yamuna enters Delhi, the toxins, the pollutants within the Yamuna are at a far lower level than when they leave Delhi. So who's really polluting the Yamuna and who's really not done enough? Because there are documents to show that for at least 5 years, the AAP government has dragged its feet on infrastructure which could have provided safe drinking water to Delhiites at Wazirabad. Akshay.
Madhav, two quick points. Point number 1, Arvind Kejriwal is the only leader who has the courage to say in Delhi today, if your candidate is distributing cash, do not vote for him or her. And BJP is the party that is openly distributing cash. I want to appeal to the people of Delhi. If your BJP candidate is distributing cash, take it from them and vote for a party that is investing in your future, which is the Aam Aadmi Party. They are building schools, hospitals, they are improving water supply, they are making bijli free, they are giving you free bus rides. Vote for a party that is not
taking cash is wrong across the board. How does that justify anything?
I'm saying don't vote for a party distributing cash at the eve of the election. As simple as that. What's wrong with that? Now let me come to your second question about Yamuna. What is Aam Aadmi Party's allegation? The allegation is that Haryana, which is where the Yamuna enters the Delhi's borders, the level of ammonia has risen to dangerously poisonous levels, which if anybody on this panel today, if Sanju Verma wants to drink,
which has been discussed before the NGT, before the Supreme Court for over 5 years. Why have you not built a second pipeline from Hyderpura to Wazirabad for 5 years?
Do you want to listen to me or you want to speak over me? Let me finish my point.
I'm asking you a question. You're saying that the water enters the New Delhi, which is absolutely right. There is also, it's well documented that this happens every year in the peak of winter. It's well documented that there have been recommendations to the Delhi government and the Jal Board to build this pipeline for over 5 years.
I think
which is
I think
your
you just
promise.
imagined my answer because I did not give you an answer. Did you just imagine my answer? Let me finish my point.
Why is it
You can ask me any question.
Don't be so condescending, Mr. Marathe. You have to be ready for
let me
counters
finish
to
my
what you are
point.
stating.
I said that the Yamuna has 7 ppm level of ammonia. Can Sanju Verma drink that water and survive? No. Then what does it mean? It means it is poisonous water. It is dangerous water. We are saying that if our water treatment plants are capable of only treating up to 2 ppm of ammonia, and if Haryana is sending water over and above that on the eve of the election,
Well,
what
there are
does it
even
mean?
documents to show
It
that you could
means
have
that
upgraded and
it-
enough notice was given. Tehseen.
I won't make
How
the
will we
same.
upgrade Haryana's
Akshay, may I
water?
make my point?
How will we upgrade
Tehseen,
Haryana's
Tehseen.
I won't make the same points that you're making. Those infrastructure things are right in public domain. Let me make another point. The Honorable ex-Chief Minister of Delhi, Arvind Kejriwal ji, said, and I quote him, there was a plan for a genocide in Delhi and mass murder of citizens of Delhi by Haryana BJP. Now, if that was the plan, the question to you, forget this infrastructure, forget everything, Yamuna levels, etc. Who planned it? Where was this poison put? How did this poison come to Delhi? And how did the Delhi government sort of identify it? Can you give us this? The question is, there was mass murder and genocide. If that is the claim, how was this happening? That's what we want to know. Forget all the infrastructure. Forget what the Yamuna levels are. Who was doing it? Was it Nayab Singh Saini? Was it Prime Minister Modi? Because obviously they are not doing it.
And also answers of the Election Commission said who found this poison, where did they find this poison, which engineer found it, and what is the methodology of identifying the poison? What are the answers to that, Akshay?
Can we have these answers?
Madhav, from 21st January to 28th January, ppm levels go up to 8. As soon as Arvind Kejriwal says that a genocide is being conducted, suddenly today the ppm levels have dropped to 3. What does that indicate to you? It indicates that Arvind Kejriwal had to raise a stink. He had to raise an alarm for the Haryana government to wake up and reduce the poison that it was sending our way. How else do you explain that within 24 hours the ppm levels have fallen?
The question is, how did Arvind ji know? Where is who did it? Who put the poison is? Who identified the poison? Your thing is today it's low. Okay. Who did that? Answer those questions.
Do you think somebody from Russia came, from Pakistan they came, or do you think they came from outer space?
Are we seriously blaming?
So Haryana Chief Minister did it.
If you are saying,
So what is your argument? Haryana Chief Minister did this.
Water was poisoned.
Akshay, what's your argument? Who did it? Aliens didn't do it. Russians didn't do it. Did the Haryana Chief Minister do it?
Did some aliens come? Did someone from
China, India has a water.
Mr.
India,
Marathe,
Pakistan has.
Mr. Marathe,
They don't do this.
At least don't
Let's
steal
not
my
do
ideas.
this.
But Sanju Verma, who did it? This is a big who did it. Who done it mystery? Who was trying to poison the people of Delhi? We still don't have an answer from Aam Aadmi Party as to who was doing it. All rhetorical questions. But would you like to respond?
Madhav, I need my time, please, because, this is a very sane debate we are having, albeit reckless allegations by Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson who's going from the ridiculous to the preposterous. Let me say one thing very clearly, Madhav. JP Nadda ji has said it, and I have said this on your debate 48 hours back. 8,500 crores was given to the Aam Aadmi Party dispensation, that is Kejriwal. Out of 8,500 crore plus, 7,200 crore plus was already disbursed, not merely allocated. When you have 7,200 crore, why did you not buy new water tankers? When you had 7,200 crore, why did you not set up water treatment plants to treat the industrial waste? When you had 7,200 crore at your disposal, why did you not repair the damaged sewer lines in Delhi? When you had 7,200 crore, how is it that you, Arvind Kejriwal, and your cohorts like Jasmine Shah, Raghav Chadda, and Somnath Bharti, who have been running Delhi Jal Board in some or the other capacity for the longest time, turned the profitable Delhi Jal Board into a loss-making one? My simple question as a citizen of India is this: where has that 7,200 crore vanished? Has it gone into making Kejriwal's Sheesh Mahal more luxurious? Because Akshay Marathe is making stupid allegations. My last point, please bear with me. Because, here on your debate, Madhav, it was asked, what has Narendra Modi done for Delhi? So these are projects which have either been brought to fruition or have kicked off the ground. Delhi Meerut RRTS, Delhi Alwar RRTS, Delhi Panipat RRTS, Dwarka Expressway, Delhi Dehradun Expressway, Delhi Amritsar Katra Expressway, Delhi Varanasi High Speed Rail, Delhi Karnal Metro.
Okay, Sanju Verma, I'm sure that's a very, very long list, and I'm going to interrupt right now. But Akshay Marathe, last question to you. You know, this is a story that we actually put out earlier on the channel at 6 o'clock today, and that shows how there were minutes of meeting where, in fact, you can see those, I don't know if you can see the screen, but this is, in fact, the fact that Haryana provides at least 300 cusecs more than it's supposed to, as per a court judgment. There's also, of course, another point about how increasing the processing capacity of Wazirpur is something that is under, filtration capacity of Wazirpur was under consideration over 5 years ago. That has been pending, and increasing the amount of water carried from Hyderpur to Wazirabad is also been sitting pending with the Delhi government. And it's on the basis of these documents. I'm not making this up. There are documents that actually prove this. And this matter was even submitted by the Jal Shakti Ministry in its affidavit to the Supreme Court in 2021. And let me give you a chance to respond to it, because you perhaps didn't understand the context when I was quizzing you earlier, that why has the Delhi government not done this? The whole point being made by the BJP is that there's an issue of governance here. And if that is your issue of governance, why are you questioning your neighboring state? Simple question.
Madhav, very humbly, I want to point out the question is not of quantity, it is of quality. If water with 8 ppm water comes into Delhi's borders, there is no water treatment plant in the universe which can treat an 8 ppm ammonia water and make it potable. So if you are suggesting that anything
had an expert say that.
Anything Aam Aadmi Party government could have done differently to treat 8 ppm ammonia water, I'm sorry, that is not the case. It was
there
up
is
to
actually
Haryana
a plant in
government
Agra that
to
can
reduce-
treat 12 ppm of ammonia. This is what an expert
one
told us on our
second,
panel
one
yesterday.
second.
I'm not going to join issue with you. It's for the viewers to see and judge what is happening. But the documents are there. The debate is before us. We'll have to leave it there. I'd like to thank Akshay Marathe and Dr. Vikram Singh for joining us on debate number 1. Sanju Verma and Tehseen Poonawala continue on debate number 2.